Welcome to the Respectful Peer Interaction Program. In this video, we will be defining various forms of bullying, its devastating consequences, and how you can end the vicious cycle. Let's start by watching an informative video by Flocabulary.
Flocabulary, what's happening, everybody? We got something very important to talk about today. You know, in life, everybody is not always going to treat you the way you would like to be treated, and it's not okay. It's important that you know how to see it and what to do about it. Come on.
I was your age too, and know what it's like. From school to sports, everything in life. Look, you have to deal with so many different people, and some don't treat you like an equal. I know you've heard of bullying, it's not a mystery or secret, but listen close so you know it when you see it. When it's physical, it's easier to catch, like hitting, tripping, or pushing someone in the back. And when it's verbal, you hear it so it's hard to miss, like name calling, teasing, or any type of diss. But when it's social, it's not always physical or vocal, like ignoring somebody when they approach you, excluding people from games or spreading rumors, like so-and-so only sits with the losers. So guard your heart and your mind. Cyberbullying is when it happens online. It might be a put down or even a threat on IG, Twitter, Facebook, whatever comes next. Don't ever let them tell you they're just joking or playing. It doesn't undo what they did and everything they were saying. Don't be anything but you.
Even if a bully says you're too fat, too short, or smart in school, rock to your own beat, stay true, and stand up for yourself and for other people too.
Don't be anything but you.
Even if a bully says you're too thin, too tall, struggle in school, rock to your own beat, stay true, and stand up for yourself and for other people too.
Anyone can bully or be the one who gets picked on, laughed at, called names, kicked on, and many times there's another person there, called a bystander. Imagine if they cared. Have you ever been a witness and seen bullying happen but not take action? Many people care and feel bad, but they do nothing when they see it. Why is that? It's hard to know what to say or to do, whether you're a bystander or the one it's happening to. But we can come up with some comebacks to stop a bully in their tracks. How's that? Are you with me? Let's try. Even though it might not work every time. How's it feel to have no friends? I feel fine. You're a nerd, all you care about is school. Real mature, are you done being cool? Look at Ricky's shoes, his style is so trash. Actually, I'm thinking about getting some with my cash. You get the point, let the air out their tires, and try to pour water every time they start fires. Always do what's right, never bully or fight, or be a silent bystander when it's in your sight. Inform an adult or stand up when you're a target. Your actions can help, even though you didn't start it. Don't be anything but you.
Even if a bully says you're too fat, too short, or smart in school, rock to your own beat, stay true, and stand up for yourself and for other people too.
Don't be anything but you.
Even if a bully says you're too thin, too tall, struggle in school, rock to your own beat, stay true, and stand up for yourself and for other people too. Don't be anything but you.
Don't be anything but you.
I said don't be anything but you.
There are three defining characteristics of bullying. First is deliberate. The intent of the bully is to hurt someone. Second is repeated. The bully often targets the victim again and again. And third, there is a power imbalance. A bully chooses victims he or she perceives as vulnerable. There are several types of bullying. Physical bullying involves pushing, hitting, or beating up someone. Verbal bullying involves yelling, teasing, or threatening to harm. Indirect bullying involves spreading rumors or telling lies. As technology continues to advance, cyberbullying has become much more prevalent.
I walked into high school and it was almost like a movie scene where everything was just in slow motion.
It's like you're being bullied 24/7. Like there's no way for you to be happy.
I wasn't wanting to go to school. I wasn't wanting to make friends. I was scared.
I felt attacked and violated. I was so embarrassed that I just totally wanted to isolate myself from everything.
They started with the way I looked, but eventually it got much more personal.
I felt like it was me against my whole school because of some silly incident over the computer.
The physical bullying, there's an initial injury, Kids get over it, they feel the hurt, and it's done. But with cyberbullying, once something's out there, you can't take it back. It's done. It's out on the internet. It can go to 2 people or 1,000,000 people. That's the nightmare.
And if you have ever experienced cyberbullying, you'll know that it is not limited to school time. With the internet and cell phones, when you get home, the bullying can go on. The bully has access to the victim 24/7. What's more, you don't have to be big and strong. Anyone can be a cyberbully, even you.
In comparing traditional bullying with cyberbullying, the main similarity is that it can make students feel uncomfortable, embarrassed, sad, and angry. The differences are that students often use more hurtful and extreme language online than offline, and that cyberbullying can happen 24/7, where regular bullying stops when students go home. Cyberbullying is very public. Posts can spread rapidly and to a large invisible audience because of the nature of how information travels online. Cyberbullies sometimes attack anonymously, whereas with traditional bullying, it's clear who the bully is. In-person bullying can cause physical and emotional harm, where cyberbullying causes only emotional harm, though it can lead to physical bullying later, and the age and size of the person are often less important with cyberbullying because people are not often face-to-face. There are several forms of cyberbullying: harassing, bombarding someone over digital media or repeated contact when it's least expected; deceiving, using fake names, posing as someone else, or creating a fake profile about someone else; flaming, saying mean things, often in a public forum with the intent to humiliate; hate speech, a verbal attack targeting someone because of their race, gender, religion, or sexual orientation.
Now, let's get into the devastating impact bullying has on others and you. Students who are bullied often suffer from anxiety, fear, withdrawal, low self-esteem, and poor concentration. They will often avoid school, have lower grades, and be more socially isolated. The numbers show just how widespread the harmful effects of bullying are in school. Bullying also affects the bullies. It's often a warning sign that teens are heading for trouble and are at risk for serious violence and other crimes. Research shows that bullying is happening all around you. Every 7 minutes, a child is bullied. The following statistic shows the various types of harm students inflict upon themselves, which can lead to fatal consequences. Bullying violates your school's behavioral expectations as well as several IUSD policies. Bullying and all the behaviors associated, like sexual harassment, fighting, hazing, and hate violence, could lead to parent contact, referral to an assistant principal, suspension, expulsion, and even police intervention.
Now let's focus on ending the cycle. It is important to know the role you play within the cycle of bullying. You could be the bully, the bullied, the defender, passive defender, disengaged onlooker, passive supporter or possible bully, supporter or passive bully, or the follower. Once you know the role you play, what can you do to stop the cycle? In any case of bullying, including cyberbullying, it's important to stop, block, and tell. Stop yourself and others from engaging from bullying when possible. Block bullies from any further interaction with you, and tell a trusted adult who could properly address the situation. If you're the bully, then stop immediately. Bullying not only hurts your victim, but you, and may also cause you to lose friends. Everyone deserves respect, and there are other more positive ways to solve conflicts. Don't be afraid to ask adults for help if you feel angry or upset or don't know how to stop. If you're the victim, it's important to remember it's not your fault. You are not responsible for the bully's behavior. Don't respond to bullies by giving in, getting upset, or fighting back, as this will only encourage them. Sometimes the best response is no response and just walk away. Always remember to get help from a trusted adult. the bystander, you make the difference. Don't just stand by and watch quietly. Stand up for the person being bullied, and at the very least, don't join in. Help the victim and walk away. Tell other bystanders not to join in on the bullying. Get help from a trusted adult, and then afterwards, tell the victim you feel bad about what happened. Lastly, include the victim in activities and be a good friend. This concludes the Respectful Peer Interaction video. We hope that you have a better understanding of what bullying is, what the consequences are, and what you can do to end the vicious cycle.